Hi beautifuls, welcome to YILDIZ Readings 5D. For those of you that don't know, I'm a psychic medium. I cover astrology and everything else I cover is above on the screen. Now, we don't like long intros, so my contacts are directly below, and how to book, what, where, why, how has been all left to the end. Those of you who have clicked the link, I do automate posts to keep you in the loop as when I'm coming live and where I'm going to be. So without further ado, let's get into the update and the real reason you're here. Enjoy. Grab a cuppa, sit back and relax. Love to hear your feedback. Hi, we're here to do your romance read. I'm sitting here and I'm like looking at your cards, and I feel you guys are at the point it's like, what can I do about this situation? How can I change this? I feel to a point, with Mars being in Libra, it can be affecting all of us within our love life very uniquely. And somebody asked me the other day, is it Venus retrograde? And I said, no, it's Mercury retrograde. But we do currently have Mars in the house of Libra, and that was from the 14th. And we do have Mercury going into, it's in shadow at the moment, moving into shadow retrograde this month. So yes, spiritually, you guys can be thinking of such. But it's funny because I'm looking at your crowning energy in your love life of release, but it looks angry, okay? There are things sometimes that we do move through in a portal sense that we can spiritually feel, hey, am I holding on to something? Is there something I can do? And I feel you're in two minds. Some of you it can be, because two romance cards came out, that there's two paths, that there's two ways this can go, or two direct individuals. Some of you I do feel are thinking of people from the past, and it might have just come up out of nowhere and you're like, God, where's this come from? It is due to the fact that we have Mercury moving into shadow in Libra. So yes, it can be friendship groups, it can be our love interests, it can be where are we going with this, how do we create balance, and there can be a lot of confusion at this time. I do feel that, you are trying to let something go, but it's like it's coming back to be reviewed. But I also feel it's almost like you feel pulled back in a particular direction, pulled back in a particular memory sense. And although this is the release card, I'm feeling it's almost like, I'm seeing the hand almost like it's being physically dragged back to something to view, and it could be making you feel extremely frustrated. The two romance cards that you have, and it's the stories we tell ourselves, but I feel this yin and yang between you and this romantic interest is very strong. The pull is very strong. But you've got storyteller, okay? You have storyteller as your crowning native spirit card. And it can be chemistry, it can be, the Neptunian energy that we're moving into, the dreamlike state. And I did talk a lot this morning in the Twin Flame Hub as to the 5D, the 4D, and the 3D. And we learn something from each realm. And when we master each realm and understand the energy and can move into duality, you're able to be a mass manifester. But you also understand you can have the 5D occur on the 3D. The two cards that you had come out were to do with you maybe longing for a situation, but also where you had control. Now, the yellow chakra is all to do with where you do have power and control. It can be healthy boundaries. It's co-creative. Now, I'll read what each one says and we'll get into the channeling. If you could do anything, and look, release. It's like, if you could do anything, what would it be? Sometimes it's like we need a solution. It's like, what would I do? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. Again, we get into the monkey mind. It's like, I've got to do something. And sometimes we are doing things in a reactive mode. But I feel you're moving back into stillness. It's like some of this is out of my control. Some of this is in my control. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. But it's meeting our own soul first of what our feelings are, acknowledging them, so that we can make some sense of it, to be able to address the circumstances that are happening. Now, with this, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joy. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances and the current that you currently find yourself in. Now, if it is you are between a rock and a hard place and you're kind of saying, I've got to hurry up and make a decision, it's saying, hey, you're allowed to be happy. Don't feel guilty for wanting happiness. You're entitled to happiness. There's a lot to do with lineages come up, and it's our conditioning. Again, Virgo was the logic. Pisces is that of where we're stuck, right? But it's also it's 12th house. It's where we're psychologically looking at things. We're trying to rationalize and negotiating. It's healing. It's psychology, but it's also spiritual. So spiritually speaking, the road to least resistance is accepting what you have as a need, accepting what you are wanting, and accepting you beautifully for who you directly are. I feel that the way my guides are showing this is that, you know, it's almost like the gateway is through the heart. So no matter what you're dealing with, however you deal with it through heart-centered frequency. I also feel some of you could be revisiting a phase of the past. This could be a direct individual, but I am seeing for some of you there's two parts. So it's either it's two individuals and it's like, whoa, where is this coming from? Why has this come back again? And for others of you, it's merely how the past was and how you want to transform what you currently have in your life right now. I don't feel you going anywhere. I don't feel you want to go anywhere. You've got relocation. Something hasn't moved, okay? Something hasn't moved and it can be causing confusion. Your guides may be saying, stay, don't go, look at this, feel it. I also feel, again, this can be a time when you in your health and your aura, you can be more looking at your childhood but letting things go. And again, do come through to look at the moon update because it'll give you some channeled messages there. I feel like your guides are saying don't go anywhere yet. I also feel you don't want to lose more than what you have. So the conditioning can be, hey, you know, hang on a minute. If I move off in this direction and I deal with this circumstance with my choices, what does that mean for an outcome? I don't want to get less than what I currently have already. There's no going back. It's going up. But again, because we do have Venus and Scorpio, it's almost like we need to let go of something to get something. That's how it can feel right now. But, you know, not necessarily is that true. I do feel it's coming through the logic of a circumstance. I also feel there's a lot of shadow. I do feel something might have taken your innocence from you. It could have been shadows of the past. It might have been the feeling of abandonment. We do have the widower on, you know, things that were taken from you and not wanting to give you power away. And sometimes we go into reactive mode so we can protect ourselves. And it might have been at a time that somebody passed. It may have been an element of innocence lost in love. But again, I do see you looking back and almost saying, hey, you know, how can I rewire this? How can I rewire myself so I can get more love? I feel the reflection here is safety. I feel it's also you being quite firm on yourself. But there is a choice of commitment here. I feel some of you could be giving a lot more than you're getting. But it doesn't mean that's permanent. I do feel this can be quite a romantic time. But I do feel, again, I am sensing that there's more than one party here coming back. Now, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. This can be lots of people coming towards you from the past. And I feel you can have multiple choices. This can be in career. This can be in love. This can be with your friends. And I feel whatever's coming up, whatever you're directly looking at, your mind is on your foundation. Your mind is on your stability. You do have the power to actually create that. But it's going to be a choice on your side of the fence what you choose to invest in. I feel some of you almost like, look, I'm being really silly. I need to move forward. This is ridiculous. But I feel in the recouping and resting, I do feel maybe this has been going on for a while where you've been maybe stuck, feeling like needing more information. Maybe something wasn't moving as fast. And again, I just feel it's like I'm hearing it's now or never. We need to resolve this situation. You know, what is it going to be? Are we going left or are we going right? Now, I do feel through the storyline, your mind is going at 100 miles an hour. I do feel the both of you in this connection with the person that you are romantically and spiritually in love with. I feel that you guys are like the power couple. Spiritually, you feel like you're the power couple together. For some of you, either on your side or their side, if somebody passed, it's like there's healing. But it's a very different vibration on this occasion to the past. It's funny, you know, for many of you, it's almost whatever was bugging you to do with family, it's like it's not the blockage now. I feel you're looking at it differently. Some of you may be feeling like you don't resonate with some of the theories and the logic surrounding these individuals. There's still love here. But I feel it's almost you're looking over your shoulder and you're moving forward. But you're moving forward fiercely, like a warrior princess or, you know, a knight. It's like you really are moving forward in a very strong, firm sense. You're looking over your shoulder and at your foundation, you know directly something's going to change. Now, I think this change that's occurring is because you potentially going to be offered with something. But I also feel regardless of love, it's like you physically are choosing to shift in a particular direction. And this can happen quite abruptly. I feel somebody might say something to you that does twist you the wrong way. Let me put it that way. I feel a statement is going to be made. I feel it can be where you directly change your opinion on how you've been seeing things. But I also feel there is a person surrounding you that may not have been quite open and telling you transparently what the goal is. And I think by thinking on this whole situation, it has really burnt you out. But I also feel you're tuning into your romantic interest, and I sense that you're feeling the same on that side. I do feel you guys actually do mirror each other quite a bit. Okay, now at a point, my guides are showing me that there has been something that's changed in you, and where you were stuck before, it's almost like you have done a 360. And I really see you ascending very quickly. I really see you owning your power in your domain. It might be your career field. There was a point where maybe codependency was there. Maybe there was energy where you had to give to this situation, or there might have been health-related dynamics. It just feels that where it used to be to where it is now, you're having a perspective shift. And I think, you know, some of you might have felt that, you know, due to your health, due to your well-being, due to your feelings, due to the things that were coming up in your mind, that maybe the environments were affecting you. I do feel in your life you've had to really be a little bit like a masculine and a feminine inside of your own life. And I feel you're really ready now to have someone who's matching your frequency. I do feel this interest is get up, ready to make a decision. I think with this time frame, I do feel you're going to be communicating with several individuals while you're making a decision based on what's going to be correct for you. But I do see you having an opportunity for two paths here. Now, if you wish to come through, you can come through for the extension. The link is directly below. What I am picking up prior to going into the extension room is that there is a person you have your eyes on at the moment, but if you had walked away from a situation, I do feel you're going to hear from this individual. I do feel ultimately, be it it's the same person and something's just changed, I think there's a left or right decision here, and I do feel ultimately the decision is going to come down to you. We will get into it. If you do want to come and join us, as I mentioned, the extension links below. Otherwise, I'll see you for the twin flame updates. Thanks for joining YILDIZ Readings. If you do need to find the link for the Members Hub, it is directly below in the information box, or you can see above on the screen, it's on the main page. Now, we have 3 tier levels, as well as on Fridays, we are live on the main platform. By clicking the bell, I automate posts for both the members and the main page, plus any additional information I feel you need. The website is being updated and we do have a lot more content on it, as well as new products coming in 2022. If you do want to join webinars, we have the list, as well as the launch of the Age of Aquarius with the VIP list. For all my other media content, follow me live on the links below. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, we all have it covered, and we have more content coming. See you during the week.